Bastianini with a broken shoulder and Marquez with a broken wrist have not even bothered to travel to Austin, which means the last two winners of the American round will be watching this year's race from the comfort of their sofa. That also means that unless Alex Rins pulls a miracle on his LCR Honda, we will get a brand new winner of the Americas GP, something we have come not to expect at this venue. While many are certain that irrespective of the problems of the Honda, Marc would have won at Kota, the reigning world champion doesn't quite agree, pointing out the fact that Honda has failed to find pace in their RC213V, while Ducati, despite being the best bike, are improving year by year. Bagnaia said. Marc would have been one of the riders to beat this weekend, also Enea. However, it is difficult to understand the level year after year, because the potential of the Hondas is no longer the same as it was a few years ago, while Ducati have improved. And even though he would have certainly fought for the victory, given that he has some crazy interpretation of this track, perhaps it would have been more difficult for Marc to be competitive. Franco Morbidelli is probably going through the most crucial time in his MotoGP career. It's been a while since he stood on the podium and his contract is out of sync with the rest of the grid, so it would be even harder for him to find another seat should Yamaha decide to go for Toprak Razgatlioglu. Morbidelli, however, remains relaxed as he always is, continues to work on himself and even acknowledges that Toprak deserves a chance in MotoGP. Morbidelli said, "Analyzing my last 4 races, I realized that in 2 of them I was very fast. That means that my confidence on the bike is increasing. I feel more confident since the end of last year." When asked if Toprak's test puts additional pressure, Morbidelli said, "Toprak is doing excellent things in World SBK and deserves a chance in MotoGP. The Jerez test was Yamaha's gesture of appreciation towards him. As far as I am concerned, I was aware of the test. I am always under pressure. From Yamaha, from Valle, from myself, from everywhere. I know I have to prove a lot of things to keep my place at Yamaha, so that is nothing new." Alex Rins chose LCR Honda over Gresini Ducati because he thought he would get full factory support from HRC. However, after just 2 rounds, Rins is quickly realizing that factory support from Honda merely means that he will be given the current generation bike, and there is no promise of regular updates. When asked how his adaptation is going, Rins said, "The bike has quite a bit of potential. We need to adjust small things, but in the end, they are the ones who decide what we get to ride and what changes to make. I see my hands a little tied in the sense of trying new things or running a different setup than Marc or Joan." When asked if he felt undervalued, Rins said, "No, I don't feel undervalued. What I do feel is that they rely very little on me. I feel underutilized. I feel like they don't take advantage of me. A small example is in Argentina when I tried Marc's chassis, and later I told them that I want to try the one Joan has been using, and they didn't let me." While critics and neutrals are still raging about Marc Marquez's incident with Miguel Oliveira at Portimao, the Portuguese rider himself has closed the issue and turned the page. Returning back to racing after missing Argentina, Oliveira said, "Marc and I cleared everything on Sunday. He came to check on me in the medical center. He explained what happened and he apologized a lot. That is case closed for me. Since then, I haven't paid attention to the appeals. I hope he comes back soon to race in Jerez and recovers fully." While everyone is seemingly raving about the success of the new sprint format, 2020 World Champion Joan Mir doesn't quite agree. Mir got injured at the sprint race at Argentina and was ruled out of the main race on Sunday. Given the extent of his injury, he won't have to miss a race in the old format. Mir has warned that due to the short race distance on Saturday, riders are taking way more risk, and that something must be done to reduce the risk the riders are under every time they get on the bike. Mir said, "There is no doubt that the risk has increased. Now we do more races, so it is impossible for that risk to be reduced. I don't think my accident happened just because it was a sprint race. It could have happened in any other race. However, the more races, the more risk of accidents like mine in Argentina. You always try to win everything in the first laps, and doing it twice in a weekend doubles the risk. In just 2 rounds, there are so many injured riders, and I don't think that number is going to get any less. Given the fact that Alex Rins had a big hand in making Suzuki a race and even a championship winning bike, do you think Honda are making a huge mistake by undervaluing and underutilizing him? Let's chat in the comments below. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing if you aren't already subscribed.